How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another episode. Today, in this episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use and set up a jaw jacker. So first of all, this is what it looks like right out of the package. Looks just like this. And then you get some loops and you get 2 jigs with it. And then right here, I got the 36-inch XXH Lake Trout / Pike jaw jacker pole, and you can order it right off the website. And for this pole, it doesn't come with a reel, so I'm going to be pairing that up. We got a 13 fishing Source K 2000 sized reel. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to set this up. You guys just stay tuned. Alright guys, here we got the reel, and here we got the pole. So what you're going to do is you're gonna want to unscrew this some, slide the reel in, and then screw that bad boy in. You want it tight, but not too tight that it comes out, like it breaks. That should be plenty. Like, as you can see, it's starting to pop up. We don't want that. And then you gotta rip all this plastic off. You can keep it on if you want, but I always rip it off. Just like that. And there's your setup right here with the old pole, just like so. And then your next step is you want your fishing line. So this is spider wire, easy fluorocarbon, 15-pound, just like that. Alrighty guys, so I got it out of the package, and you take this end and you stick her through each and every eyeball on your pole. Alright, and then what I do is I open up the bail and I make a couple knots. I usually tie about 3 or 4 knots. I just tie normal knots, you know, like tying your shoe. I mean, there's like so many knots you could tie to start your spool, but I just tie about 4 or 5, just enough where if I do get stripped, doesn't pull it off, something like that. And then I take my pliers and I clip the access line off, just like that. You pull it, make sure it doesn't come off. And then what you do is I usually pinch it like right about almost to your eye, your first eye, and then I pull tight, and then I just reel like so. Ooh. Not quite. And then I'll show you how far I normally spool mine up to. A couple more. Alright, that should be good enough. You see, I didn't, you don't want too much, because then when you open the bail for the first time, it'll all come out. I experienced that a few times. So then, usually when you do that really fast, like I did, then it gets all wrapped up on the end. So you gotta unwrap that. Should be busty, but then I usually take about the rod's width of line, and then I make a short, I cut it just like that, and like I said, it gets wrapped up usually pretty easy. So there, this is what it looks like when it's spooled on. Like I said, it's 15-pound spider wire, fluorocarbon. Yeah, and don't judge my walleye rods right here. I got them already rigged up for this spring. Gotta plan ahead, you know. So, yeah, on to the next step. Alright, the next step is you want some normal ice fishing line. And you want to cut about anywhere from a foot to about 2 feet of line. I mean, you probably could go less, but I like working with extra just because. So there, I got my string right there. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to like find like the middle of your line, and you're gonna want to try tying a normal. Oh, hold on, line fell out. You want to try tying a normal knot for fishing. So I'm just gonna wrap it around a few times. You want about 8 or so, and then what you do is you take your line and you put it through the hole. Something like that. And you want to pull this tight. Just like that. So it looks something like that. And this, well, so you guys know how I have the buttons on my tip up. So I do these on my jig poles when I'm dead sticking them, so I don't have to reset the depth every single time. So then what you do is take your scissors. You have to use scissors for this because it's thicker. Cut it a little bit off. Come on. Just like that. So it should look something like that, because that way you can just slide it up and down or whatever. So yeah, that's the final step for that one part. Your next step is you want to take your leader, and I already have a sinker on it. And what you want to do is you're gonna want to find the end, and you're gonna want to tie it on like you normally would when you're fishing. I don't know the name of my knot that I always tie, but I tie the same knot every single time. When I was a couple years ago, I used to tie my knots like a normal shoe, you know, and they'd always break off. So then I learned this one. Come on. There, just like that. Oh no, it's stuck in my shirt. Just like that. It's perfectly tied on. It's got my sinker on. And then if you don't have a hook on your leader ready, put a hook on your leader. I set this one up for pike, just so you guys know. I have another one I use for panfish and stuff. And all you're gonna want to do is cut that access line off, just like that. And then you can slide your little button thing. You can slide that down so it looks something like that. And then you can hook the hook on the eye of your, oh, there's dust on there. What the heck? And then you can just tighten her up like that. And I'd probably check your drag too. That should be good. There's a bunch of dust on here. What the heck? All right, and that is the next step. Your next step, what you're gonna want to do is, you see the jigs and the loops in there, you're going to want to get them out of there. So, or pop a hole or something. This one I think I'm going to go with the green one. So basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the eye of your pole, stick it through. You don't want to stick it through this part, like the actual eye, because the line will catch on it. So what you want to do, you want to take it to the side, like that. You want to take it through that side hole, and you want to make a loop. You want to stick it through the hole, like that, and then you just pull. Wait, hold on, I messed that up. Oh crap. So I'll kind of do it so you guys can see it. See. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Oh, it's hard so you guys can see it. Oh, give me a minute. So what you do, so I got it through there. I had it through there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put it through right there. I want to make sure your line's not in the way either. Probably should have done this first step, but whatever. It doesn't really matter the steps you do it in. All right, and then so you have it so it looks like a V, like a W or a V, and then you want to, by the metal part there, you want to try to split that open and squeeze this, see how that is? You want to squeeze that right through there. Make sure she's tight. Just like that. Perfect. There you got your eye. It's all ready. This is what's going to make it bend. So like I said, this is my setup for the northern of the pike. So yeah, that's how you rig up your rod. So next up here, we got the actual stand for the old jack. Oh, I just dropped on my jigs that came with it. Uh-oh. So these are the two. Normally you get a big jig and a little jig. This is the bigger jig that came. They call them a slush bug, I guess. I always watch their YouTube videos. Go check them out. Just on Jawjacker fishing. And then, alright, so that's that. And then you get an extra eye loop, which I think is pretty nice. Alright, next of all, let's open this thing up. Got a hole in there. Alrighty, so this is what the Jawjacker looks like. Now, all you gotta do is you gotta pull these little things out, and when you first get them, they're pretty hard to pull out. So I like to put WD-40 on them. They're easier to slide out. And then you have this piece like that, and I'm not going to worry about this too much until we actually get on the ice. But first of all, what I want to do is, you see these, there's 3 holes, okay? You got this front one. Okay, so like I said here, sorry I got distracted. But there's 3 holes, okay? This front one, that's your light. Middle one is your medium. And your back one is heavy hook set. So for pike, I usually try keeping it on either 2 or 3, just because, but I prefer 2. I mean, when you put it back one, you'd be surprised how much harder it sets the hook. And for 1, I'll use it for like perch and crappies and stuff. So, and I actually caught crappies and perch on these things. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But this next step that I really want to talk about is this. You see this end. See how it's so flexible like that? For pike, you're going to want to crank that baby up. So what you're going to want to do is you get your little wing nut. You want to righty-tighty, lefty-loosey it. So I go right. You want to tighten it. You got to tight. When you first get them, if you're going for pike, you got to tighten them up pretty good. Righty-tighty. As you can see, it's starting to tighten up. It's not as flexy as it was before but usually you gotta absolutely just crank on them. All right, see how it slowly can go down like that? A couple more. A little more. And like I said, I like to put a little bit of WD-40 or something on this. Because see, you hear it squeak? Yeah, that's, yeah, I'll put some WD-40 on it later. But I was going to go ice fishing today. But it's like 8 degrees right now. But it feels like 4. So, yeah, that's how you set them up before ice fishing. And, store it. Just all right, I'm gonna open this whole thing up. I'll show you so I don't have to explain it when I get out there. All right, so for pike, for that rod, I usually keep it at 5 or 6, because when it bends, you want it to hook into itself. So like when you turn it over, you want the tip to come back in itself, because that way it goes boom, like that. So I got it set. It has numbers on there too. See the numbers? And then, like I said, I usually keep it in the middle. Just like that. And then these wings open up. Just like that. And then you get these. And these are really good because they have that spike so they don't move. So, yeah, that's how you set that up. So basically what it looks like, oh, let me back up. It looks like this when you're setting up, and then this rod hole, your rod goes in the hole just like that. And like I said, when you bend it over, let's try not getting hooked in the face. But when you bend her on over, like I said, you want her to hook into itself. Just like so. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel like getting a hook in the face. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. And the next few clips of this video hopefully will be on the ice. But like I said, it's cold and there's like 30-mile-an-hour winds today. So today's just not the day. But maybe I'll go, maybe not for these, but maybe I'll just go for giggles and go jig up some bluegills and perch at a lake that we filmed most of our videos at last year. So oh, I should probably show you guys how to close it back up. So when you're ready to take it down, what you do is you fold these in like that, and then you bring them down like that. You bring this one down like that, and then you start for the back first. Take the pin out, so it looks like that. You put the pin back in. Take the pin out of this, and watch guys, it just slides right in, just like that. And then you hook this one and that one, the toppest one, and like it has, I'll show you something cool. It has an arrow right there where it tells you where's the hole at, just so you guys know. And yeah, so that's how you actually use one of these. I have filmed videos in the past with them. I just never actually got the hook set on them. I'm hoping that's soon to come. But yeah, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and let's get this video rolling. Alright guys, well we actually decided to come out here this afternoon. The wind really died down. It was like 25, now it's like 8, but it's still a little bit nippy. So I'm gonna show you how you set up this jaw jacker. Then you go in your rod bag and you pull her out just like that, and then you stick the hole in the hole like so. And I have it out to 7. I got my thing set same as before, and then you take your hook, you clip it on there, your depth finder on there, and then you open your bail and you just let her all go. Oh, I shouldn't have. Okay, so now she's at the bottom. So what you do is you reel down to the hole like so. So that right here, the tip's at the bottom. So you're gonna wanna go about 2 feet, maybe 3 or 4. Well, I think we'll play her at this. So she's pretty deep right here. So next what you're gonna do is use that black part of the actual ice fishing line. You're gonna wanna slide it up to where you had it. So I had it about right there. So it's set now. And then you take your depth finder off and you're gonna come over here to your fancy dancy minnow bucket. And you're kind of dying on me, but whatever. And you're gonna wanna grab a minnow. I got suckers and normal ones. So I think for this one, I'm just gonna do a normal one, normal minnow. Then you grab your tasty minnow, come over here, you grab your hook and you hook her. Oh, don't stop squirming. Hook her right behind the old dorsal fin, just like so. Then all I gotta do is center down the hole. Come on, buddy. All right, he's gone. Normally for pike, all you really gotta do is just set it right on the ice, and then what you want to do is reel up your extra slack to that black dot, and then set your pole in back in the hole. Bend your tip. Hold on, my black thing. And then you're gonna want to hook it on here like so. If I can get it on. I'll have to move to the other side of the hole. Get her on here like that. Get my black thing through the hole. If it'll go. Oh well, that's good enough. And then just like so. So it's set. And like I talked about before, see how it's kind of curved back into itself? That's what you want. And then what you're gonna want to do, without getting hooked, smacked in the face, move it towards the middle of the hole. And then you want to reel up your extra slack. There, just like that. And that's how you set up the old jaw jacker. I'm fishing with 2 jaw jackers, and my brother, he's fishing with me, and he's got 3 tip-ups out. And then I'm also gonna jig. So I'm gonna go set up my other jaw jacker, and you guys just stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna kill time jigging. I'm marking. Come on, buddy. Come on, come eat it. Water's freezing. Hole's freezing up. Come on. Oh, here it comes. See, the wind is ripping. Put my glove on quick. They're still there, but they just there's two. We're on a pressure ridge. Come on. Come on. Get stupid. On the bottom a little bit. Maybe they want like literally right off the bottom. Oh. Give me another blow out now, man. Just not committing. They're like really on the bottom. And they ain't moving too much either. Oh, here we go, here we go. They're all over me. Oh, I missed them. Come on, come on, come on. I missed them. Nipped at me. Come on. I missed them. Don't run, I said. You're scaring the fish. Next hole. New hole, there's a giant mark down here. Gotta get down there. Like, it's a big mark. It could be a pike, but like, it's big. It's a big, big mark. I don't know. Oh, now I got a mess. So that's great. What happened? Heck. It could be Rick, I don't know. Looks like an old guy. Oh, I got a mess. Do you see that big mark down there? Look at that mark. I can't see it down there. Oh, now I got a mess. Big old fat mess. I don't even know what I did. Shoot. She is freezing out here, guys. But we finally got her flag. Braden's tip up just went up. I'm pretty sure it's got a sucker on it. I was in the middle of jigging. I can't find the panfish, man. I marked them, but I can't catch them. Oh, it's spinning, Braden. Okay, let's go here. No, I only have the jaw jackers, unless you want me to get it. almost spooled me. Uh-oh. Oh. Probably. Oh no, good. He's still kicking. Took her in the weeds, dropped it. That's okay. He'll be back for sure. About 5-10 minutes. The minnows are dying. It's so cold. It's been really slow. As long as the minnow's not here, because this minnow's pretty strong. Oh, it's spinning still.
Maybe probably will be.
Oh, I felt it. It was. He spit it out.
Oh, shit.
Please still be on there, Mr. Minnow. Oh yeah, he's still on there. Fix this thing up some.
I thought last time I thought it was the dead stick. Was not and then you said it was just there and so.
Alright, send her back down. Hopefully he comes back again. You're not too happy with these suckers. I don't know why, but whatever.